really liked going. It was, I didn't have a chance to do my photography thing during the RNC, so I was really excited. I didn't sign up for any tours or anything, but I did help out at times. So I was running around to document the whole thing. And I did march in the contingent, but I popped up a couple blocks and up by the pillar, and I took photos of the march. And at first I thought, the park isn't that crowded. It should be crowded. It's Chicago. There's like thousands of people that live here. But, you know, we were so spread out. But as soon as the march started, and I took picture after 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 picture, I'm like, oh my God, it was a very long march.
And where did you find those pictures?
Right here on my stick, I brought it, my dump drive. But I can also offer, if people want the march pictures, just come see me later. So then I realized, like, this is a big deal. I knew it was a big deal, but it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad I didn't march, but I ended up jumping in at the end and then taking up close pictures of different contingents. So I was able to get some really cool shots that way, too. I want to say that Wealth Rights Committee brought 21 people to Chicago.
Is that incoming Larry's contingent, or is that
Yes. Yes. Larry kept texting me. So we have extra tickets? We have extra tickets? I'm like, hi.
He has people.
But I mean, it was really good for us to go, and people can talk about their own experience because, you know, we understand the connection between war and poverty and how, you know, funding real human needs than trying to take over other people's countries. So, but our committee talked about it for like months. And everyone's really excited about going, so I'm glad we were able to do that. I'm glad you were able to provide the actual financial support and the way to get there, because otherwise it would have been a really difficult thing for us to do. So thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And obviously, speaking of the MN Antiwar Committee, we also really appreciate Lamb and how much work that they put into this bus, making it happen. The whole time it was like, oh, are we going to bring a bus? Are we going to bring one bus or two? And like, I think it's really something that we filled 2 full buses.
Yeah.
And full, right? That's comments.
Well, you know, I thought it was great and everything, and me and Virginia, my twins, when we went, and there was this lady that was walking around, and she was taking information of people who were occupied. And so she had a list, and she said, if you could change anything in the world, what would it be? Of course, I'm saying everything's going to be free. You know, like everything's free. And one of my friends said that she wished there was no racism, you know. And I forget what Virginia and the other friend said. And then it was this lady, she had a picture of Stop Killing Girls, Women and Girls. And so there was this other man, and he was something else. You know, you know how men always want, because they're not in the picture, you're talked about, they want to get, you know. And we had to explain to him is the women and the women and the girls that are left behind, because the men are dead, they're going off to war, you know, they're being exploited, they're being raped, they're being beaten, they're being shot, you know, and stuff like that. So that was a real big deal to me, to see her, you know, have that poster and portray, you know, women and children that are really being massacred during the war. And then just to see, you know, just people there, awesome, you know. And my thing was, I was just dehydrated. There wasn't enough water, I felt, you know, I was in a loop about that. So there wasn't enough water for, you know, thirsty and couldn't get back out once they were in there, and they was just picking on people. We just seen them round up the young people. If you was dressed a certain way, if you had tattoos somewhere, if you was dressed in black, if you had, you know, just out of the norm, they felt, you know, they was harassing people, picking on people, so that was a big deal. And then listening to the vet saying that I'm sorry, you know, that I've done this, I'm sorry that this happened, you know, and, you know, what it all really meant to them, you know, to do that, you know, to switch out. You know, it's like a betrayal to your country, you know, for you to have went to war, to have killed in war, to, you know, just a feeling that, you know, that's why they have so much suicide and stuff with, and on drugs and you know, come back and just be, it's just sad just to see what, you know, the government is doing to people who are actually going over there for a cause that's not even our own. You know what I'm saying? And so I totally believe and get it, if other people don't. So we really got to educate people on what's the real deal, because I don't feel there's enough education here in the States about what's going on. We need to focus on what's going on here, with the poverty, imprisonment, rape, killing, the whole 9 yards that's going on around the world is actually happening here. Our rights are being taken from us, becoming a police state. Nobody's paying attention to what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So it's really, for me and my community, I think that we need to have more talk. There's not enough talk, with the voters' ID going on, discrimination that's going on, and will be going on, so I'm just feeling that there's not enough stuff going on for the people of color, and it's just not. So there's something I'm going to have to focus on how to bring it up in my community to what's going on, and really understand what's happening. So when you see all that big march and you see people and stuff like that was just awesome to me, and that people really did get it and really did understand and come in there for a cause, and it did make people know what's going on. The 99% are in control, and the 1% know that. So that's why they're around here doing all this shit, rounding up people, making laws and all this kind of stuff, incarcerating people and stuff. So I just feel that this was an awesome thing to have happen. So I'm just proud of what people went.
Yeah. They've got, it's all the numbers on how many people got arrested or whatever, but one of the things that Joe Eisbacher said, who's one of the main organizers in Chicago, is a year ago people didn't use the word austerity in this country. You know what I mean? The talk about that coming up to this and going on from this is really the big success, because people really don't talk about this stuff and really don't understand what NATO, what it stands for, what it means, how it came about, and all this stuff. And so for all these people to be having these conversations and in different communities and in different ways and how it relates to your issue as an activist or whatever is really the success, I think, because people are no, actually NATO is this horrible thing that should just be disbanded if we knew what was really going on. So yeah.